Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So for today's video I'll be doing a small drugstore haul. Most of the products I'm going to show you worked out quite well for me. So the first thing I'm gonna mention to you, and I'm actually really excited I could finally get my hands on it, and it is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. So if you live in the UK, this guy is just finally available to us. It's only exclusive to Amazon at the moment though, so if you want to get it, you would need to go to Amazon. That's where I got mine from, and this costs £11.99. There's been so many people talking about this foundation here on YouTube and saying really good things about it. And of course, it's meant for the normal and dry skins, and it's meant to be glowing and hydrating, and this is what I look in the foundation for. This is actually the foundation I'm wearing on right now. So the shade I've got is the shade 202, which is Creamy Natural, which is the second lightest shade. Now the first shade, which was 201, nothing was called Classic Ivory. Looking at swatches online, it looked way too pink for me, way too pink. So this is slightly, and that is just slightly too warm, but at the moment I can of course mix it with my white drops, and this is gonna be just a perfect shade for me when I get it more tan. So I have recently reviewed this foundation from Makeup Revolution. It's the Fast Base Stick Foundation, and I've got two shades, shade F1 and F3. So that's the F1, which is meant for fair skins with neutral undertones, and then F3, which is meant for fair skins with pink undertones. That's F3. Personally, I'm using the F1, which is much more neutral and suits me much more in terms of undertone. This is £5, and I was really impressed how it looks on my dry skin. It gave me a really good coverage. It's a really good foundation. I feel like everyone really should give it a go. I was very impressed, and this actually works better than, in my opinion of course, this actually works better than Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. I'm very impressed, as I said, and as I mentioned in my first impression, I'm very impressed, and I'm using it a lot since I've got it, and I do really think that everyone should give it a go. This is just going to be the final foundation in this haul, and it is the Sleek Vitality Foundation. And I've of course also done a first impression review on this foundation, but this guy, just kind of briefly to tell you, it provides light to medium coverage. It is moisturizing, it's oil free. It is a nice foundation. I'm trying my best to get away from high and full cover, like a very full coverage foundations, and I thought I'm gonna start with this one. So it does work really nice in my opinion. It is water based, and this one was, I think, £8.99 or £7.99, and the shade I've got is VF01, which was the lightest shade in the range, and this is a bit too light for me. Now, to accompany that foundation, I've also picked up a primer from Sleek, which is also a hydrating primer, and I'm pretty much used quite a lot of it. I think I'm kind of halfway through it. It's not, as I've mentioned so many times already on my channel, nothing really beats my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. That primer is just so moisturizing, so hydrating. Primer is something I feel like I go through quite a lot, and spending so much money so often on a primer, it can get expensive, so I am trying my hardest to find a replacement. This is nice. It feels hydrating when you put it on. It does give you moisture, but it's not overly moisturizing. I would say it's more hydrating than moisturizing. It does a good job on my skin. It does smooth out your skin, but it feels hydrating at the same time. I'm kind of finishing off, so I'm going through it quite fast. Will I repurchase it? I don't think I will repurchase it, but it wasn't a bad buy. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it for someone with maybe normal skin who are looking for a hydration, a bit of smoothing out, but with someone with very dry skin and dry patches, I don't think that will work amazingly wet on your skin. It will hydrate you, but not overly. Now I've also picked up two Makeup Revolution concealers, those ones who are everyone talking about, that are the Shape Tape dupe, much cheaper Shape Tape dupe, because these guys were like £4 each. And I personally wasn't like a huge obsessed, like everyone seems to be losing their mind over that Shape Tape concealer. It's a good concealer, yes, it does conceal, but I just tried the ones I've used up. I've never purchased it. I personally prefer MAC Prolonged Wear, which has got a nice thinner consistency but gives me a good coverage as well. Then I thought, you know what, everyone just seems to be raving about those. I'm just gonna give it a go. So I've got two shades, C1, which again is more neutral shade, and C3, which is aimed for those with pink undertones. It does give you a very good coverage, a thick consistency. It creases in my like eye lines a bit underneath my eyes. But what I've noticed about it, when I've used it, the next day when I've woke up in the morning and into the sunlight, there's like little bumps literally just underneath my like on my under eye area, like tiny bumps underneath my skin. So, and I haven't used anything else apart these. I'm gonna keep trying it out and see whether it keeps giving me the bumpy situation underneath my skin, underneath my eyes, because that is definitely not the look I want to go for. And a final purchase from Makeup Revolution, which I was very pleasantly surprised about, and it is the eyeshadow palette, and this one is a Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette, and wow, that's how it looks like. So it's very warm toned, as you can see, but I am so impressed. I just wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. The shades are very pigmented. The color payoff is really nice. It's very pigmented and there's no fallout. With the shades I've tried, I mean, I've tried 2 or 3 shades, but with those shades I tried, there was no fallout. So I think in future I might be picking up ones which are a bit different color. It also was like £4, so it is a very amazing price for the way those eyeshadows work. Let me just swatch you some of them. I'll just go with that. So, and let me just maybe swatch those ones here, like the middle ones. I feel like I've been talking forever now, and it was meant to be only a small haul. Sorry. Now, I'll quickly move on to some purchases from Maybelline. And I've bought this Total Temptation mascara. And I think I only bought it because everyone was saying how good it is, and I should not listen to anyone. I wasn't sure about it because of the brush, and of course it is a volumizing mascara. I'm not really I do like a volume, but I prefer length over volume. This is the mascara I'm actually wearing on right now. It makes my lashes look good, but I know my lashes can look way much better now than they are now. It is a good mascara. Will I repurchase it when I use it up? No, I won't. But the 2 things that are amazing in my opinion from Maybelline that have been recently out are the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. I've got 2 shades. I've got shade 65 Seductress and 80, which is Ruler. I can never pronounce ours. So 65, which is actually the shade I'm wearing on right now on my lips. So that's 65. 80, which is a bit more deeper shade. Got a really good staying power, and I feel like the only way you can get them off your lips is when you use oil-based makeup removers, because like micellar water does just not remove it. Also, what you have to remember, even though they are really good, at the end of the day it is a liquid lipstick. There is still a bit of like settling. It settles down in my lines in my lips. It does that. It is a liquid lipstick. That pretty much completes this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. So yeah, have a good day and take care.